Thank you. My name is Bearse. I'm an economist, and I'm active in local government in Fremont, and I'm here to testify on behalf of myself, my daughter, my late wife, Brandon McNally, who was a teacher, and I've taught myself at all levels. This bill, coming to the bottom line first, this bill is unnecessary and irrelevant. But it does raise some basic issues, and I want to highlight them quickly because even though there's been so much good testimony, these basic contrasts need to be highlighted. What we have at stake here is two different models of education. We contrast an open source model with a relatively closed model. We can contrast in so many ways, flexible versus inflexible. I could go down the list, but I won't. The basic contrast, though, is process versus product. In the public education system, our children are treated more as products rather than getting them involved in a process which, in this new economy, we know is necessary because the rhetoric of the new economy highlights the need to get people ready for lifelong learning. Homeschooling does that. It's based on family and individual initiative. It's based on self-organizing. It's flexible. It gets people involved in self-learning that they can continue for the rest of their lives. Two basic models are in conflict here. And I've heard some testimony which, excuse me, this is coming loose, sorry. Which leads me to question what I hear as an underlying assumption, which troubles me. The underlying assumption coming from those who support this bill is that experts in the educational establishment know more about the educational needs of their children than their parents. That is a patently wrong assumption. What is education really about? That's the question at issue here. Is it a process of learning about how best to learn? About teaching young people how to learn? Of learning that enables and empowers young people to be critical, creative, and imaginative. These are all qualities that corporations and people in the real world of creating jobs say they demand more and more, and they're not getting out of the public educational system by and large. So I see the people here who, like me, oppose this bill as being the wave of the future, of how education must evolve to become more like what they are doing. And I hope you'll all think of yourselves that way. And I hope that the public educational system, which needs radical reform, is sufficiently flexible and adaptive as the parents have learned to become, in the interest of their own children, to be able to evolve, become more open source, more dynamic, and able to enable young people to become really creative, critically intelligent, capable, good citizens. Footnote, if you'll permit me, Mr. Chairman, I meant to mention this by way of introduction. I am a homeschooling parent. I have a daughter that I'm tremendously proud of because coming out of a very good school, she chose in the senior year of high school to be homeschooled and to become a self-learner, which she'd already in part become because of her own initiative. And with the help of tutors, she's completing that year right now, and she's been accepted already to all five colleges to which she's applied. And I'm tremendously proud of my late wife, who only passed away 2 weeks ago, because she was a great teacher, and she told me how she taught, and that's not how teaching is going on in the public school system. So again, you here are the wave of the future. Keep it up. Thank you.